Okay, honestly, fuck saying that the world's gonna end. Cause like, honestly, all that means is that like when people say that, especially Americans, it really pisses me off because all that means is that like, well, millions of people in like Africa or South America or Asia or some other place that I literally only see on TV are going to die and be raped and murdered and suffer amounts of violence and pain and torture that I can't even imagine. But it's okay because I live in Minnesota, so I'm only gonna have to suffer seeing that shit on ABC News. And it's like, that's not okay. Why should we have to wait until millions of people who are probably going to be poorer, blacker, like gayer, like probably going to be mostly African people, mostly indigenous people, mostly not white people, not rich by any means people, disabled, LGBT, all that shit. Why do we have to wait until they die and they do the suffering for everyone who's left to make a slightly better world? Like, that's not, I strongly believe, and I think it's like a common thing, like even down to like the legal system, like there's no way to, if some kid at school is acting creepy and he's like being weird and making like pointing finger guns at people and drawing weird, like there's no one really to talk to besides a police officer and a guidance counselor who are going to be like, well, just try and smile more and try and talk to your parents and try not to kill yourself. And that's it. Until you actually kill somebody, we can't really take any legal action. You know what I mean? Like, I think we've been rigorously trained that like until someone dies, the police can't step in. Until you've actually like ruined your life and burned bridges and completely hit rock bottom, you can't actually start over. Until the world has virtually ended, we can't create a new one. And I don't think that's like good or fair. Like, it's not good or fair because it's true. The people who are really going to suffer are not going to be Americans. They aren't even going to be Black Americans. I mean, to a degree, yeah, but like, it's going to be other people around the world who are already suffering day after day after fucking day. And not only will they have to encounter natural disasters, they'll also likely have to encounter like political violence. Like literally, I read something that said like basically like political like violence goes up 20% within a community as the temperature goes up each like degree. I don't know if it's in Celsius or Fahrenheit, but still like that's really fucking scary and crazy, especially when you consider how much shit those other countries already have going on and how many resources they are not allocated like by like European and like by white people, and it's like and it's way easier. It is way easier to kill it's easier to kill something. It's easier to wait until the world ends. It's easier to wait until you've hit rock bottom and until somebody's actually died and gotten hurt to call the police and to get your life together and to stop the world from ending. But it's not better. It's really not. And we're taught in all these ways that it's better to really just, like that's the way stories go. Stories don't go, no heroes ever like, whoa, my life's going really bad, let me turn it around. They just keep on going until they're like, holy shit, this is beyond awful, and then they get it together. But life isn't a story, life is real life. And in real life, you shouldn't wait until everything has fallen apart to try and put something back together again. In real life, you should try and maintain and sustain and heal no matter what, all the time. Especially when it comes to like the world at large, like, yeah. And so I'm vehemently against this idea that like, oh yeah, the world's gonna end, like everybody can see it, like it's just gonna end and we're all just gonna have to deal with it because Jeff Bezos isn't giving us any money. It's like, nigga, fuck Bezos. There's billions of other people on the planet and we're mad because we don't have this white boy's bitch money. Do something, donate, start a community, take care of yourself. Literally something as small as drinking water is fighting the fucking man. Because in a world where literally everyone, even white men, are made to be fucking like losers and made to feel horrible and never good enough and like you always need to strive to reach this level of like patriarchal, white supremacist, homophobic, capitalist perfection. It is radically anti-establishment to literally just make yourself feel good, to genuinely care about yourself and love yourself and accept yourself for who you are. And I know that sounds corny, but it's also fucking true. And it's like a really good start. You know, you can't just talk about the revolution. You can't just read about it or watch TV. You have to be it. You have to feel it. You have to feel it. You have to feel caring about other people. You have to think about more than just America. You have to think about more than just your friends and your community and your parents and your family and your immediate world. You have to think outside that bubble, especially if you're American, because like our culture is just so self-centered, and we're also like, I don't know, it's easy to be like, I don't know, it's just easy to be sheltered and not think about other people's experience. But anyways, okay, so the point is, read more, expand your mind, and stop saying that the world is going to end, because it's not. And if it, then you know what, if it like, it's harmful. The world's not going to end. Millions of people who don't live anywhere near where you live are going to die, are going to suffer natural disasters and war and violence and raping and pillaging and complete and total disaster and destruction. But it's okay for us because we're just literally going to have to see that on TV. And that's not fucking fair. Drop it. Drop that fucking attitude. Drop it.